Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and happy summer solstice. The official beginning of summer was just a couple of days ago, and I thought as a good way to kick off the summertime, I would review and talk about one of my new kind of favorites for the summer. I started using this, I think, last year, and that would be, the deliciousness that is Sol de Janeiro's Cheirosa 62. Most people probably already know this if you're a frequenter of a Sephora store. You already well know about that fragrance. You've probably smelled it wafting around one of their stores. I will say I just got another box of this. I absolutely love this body cream, and I never was a huge body cream person until this one kind of came into my life. And I remember before I even knew what it was, I would go into the Sephora with my best friend Katrina, and inevitably she would put this on. I'd be walking around, and then I'd be around her and be like, what is that wonderful smell? And it was always this amazing body cream. So this stuff is great. It is very smoothing. It has that delicious fragrance. It's definitely a bit of a luxury, but it is definitely something I really enjoy using. It's meant to kind of firm and tone the appearance of the outside of the skin. It does a little bit of that, and hey, I'll take a little bit of that any old day, especially if it leaves you smelling like a snack. So after that, of course, they realized how popular that fragrance was, and I'm sure they went, you know what, people are asking for something a little bit stronger than the body mist. They do make like a body spray. I don't know how long that one lasts because I've never tried it before, but this perfume, as you can see, I've already used over half of this bottle. I started using it, like I said, last summer, and in conjunction with the cream, and I absolutely was crazy about it. So I'm going to look up real quick the notes in it before I go ahead and spray it so we can chit chat about what it has in it. And you know, we are in a world where we're absolutely inundated, as you know, with sweet scents, with gourmands. They are kind of everywhere. They're a little bit of a dime a dozen these days. But I will say, you know, this one, there's things that set it apart and make it not quite the typical tooth-achingly sweet fragrance. Number one, the bottle, it definitely screams summer. It's got that gorgeous faceted golden disco ball. I really like the way the bottle feels in your hand. It's rounded. It comfortably fits, so it's really easy to apply. It's so good every time I smell it. And so like the atomizer, the spray comes out really nice and fine. It's not a harsh spray, which I love. And it just draws you in, at least draws me in. It smells so nice. It just smells happy. It smells so upbeat, so joyful, so uplifting. This is the kind of fragrance that even during the winter, like through the winter, if I needed a little burst of that summertime feeling, I would spray this on. So the top notes, yeah, it's got that nutty action going on because it's got pistachio and almond at the top, and I would say that is partly what makes this a lot different than the typical gourmand or typical super sweet fragrance, is that, you know, the almond and the pistachio really, you know, kind of hit first, and it gives it a little bit of roastiness, not like toasted marshmallow roastiness, but just a little bit of that thing that isn't just complete like sugar in your face. It also in the base has salt, sandalwood, vanilla, caramel, so it gives it a little bit of that warm, inviting, tasty base, but the salt and the sandalwood keep it a bit grounded. The middle notes are heliotrope and jasmine, so it does throw in some nice sultry, floral notes that keep it from being just a complete linear candy sweet kind of scent. For me, the biggest prominent notes, I always say it makes me feel like a pistachio ice cream with caramel, like salty caramel, because it's got that great combination. Some people say they can smell coconut in the blend, but I really do not personally. And that's another reason I love it. It's a summery scent, salty, warm, delicious caramel, vanilla without being coconutty or sunscreen like. It doesn't have that to it. To me, it is not the kind of perfume that most people would think of as a super like sophisticated or grown up type perfume necessarily. This is more fun. I would say it's certainly a perfume any age could wear. You know, you definitely feel this one for the summertime, but let me tell you, when you just want to cheer up on a gray, gloomy day, a little hit of this is just like, ooh yeah. Like it's just a good mood booster. There's something about it that makes me feel so happy, so uplifted. And I would say in terms of strength and longevity, this is one that there's been a lot of contention about. I've noticed a lot of people saying it just doesn't last on them. For me, I would say, and this is considered to be an eau de parfum, but I think it really functions more somewhere between the strength of a typical eau de parfum and an eau de toilette. It's stronger than an EDT for me, but not quite as strong as some of the EDPs that I have. So I would say it kind of hits around the middle in terms of lastingness. It radiates pretty decently. I'm not a person that wants my perfume to necessarily like be the first thing someone notices about me. So for me, it's kind of a medium projection, and I don't mind that. I think it's just right, and I absolutely adore it. This to me is just something that for summer, it's a no-brainer. It's a happy, upbeat, cheerful, playful kind of scent that's also very delicious, very inviting. It has, I don't know if I'd call it a sexy quality as much as I call it kind of a sultry quality. Come dance with me, come hang with me on the beach, come jump around at a party, it'll be fun, kind of like just, you know, inviting kind of feeling that way. It could be a snuggly scent too, because it does have that warm, like, anything that has a little jasmine thrown in it always has a little sultriness, a little bit of that sensuality. That to me is just kind of a perfect blend. It's not too young, it's not too old, it's kind of just right. I feel like anybody could wear this any time of day, any season of the year, no matter what you're feeling. It would be hard for someone not to like this one, because it just is like, how could you not? Unless you just don't like sweet kind of scents, you know, flat out. You know, if you just don't like sweet scents, it's not for you, because it definitely is sweet, but I think it's really nicely tempered with the salt notes, because, and the nutty notes, the pistachio, because that really keeps it from just being a sugar bomb. It keeps it in a nice middle. So guys, happy summer again. Get out there and check this out if you haven't, and if you already have it and love it, let me know below in the comments, and I'll be seeing y'all soon. Take care.